to open the bonnet on the new Kuga, it's a 2-pull system on the lever, which the lever's just here, and you see, pull it once and it pops, and then pull it twice and it just lifts it up. And you just come around to your bonnet and you can lift the bonnet straight up. No need to try and look underneath the bonnet looking for a lever to then lift the bonnet up. And obviously this is your engine. This is the 2-litre engine with mild hybrid electric vehicle. And then just to close the bonnet, you just drop it and then push it. Obviously on my car I've got the powered tailgate, which means you just have to push the button and it lifts on its own, like so. And then obviously you just push the button here to close it again. And then I've got an additional boot mat that I bought from Ford website. It's double-sided, say carpet on one side and then rubber on the other side. And obviously when you lift up the floor, so again this is the mild hybrid, so this is the only version of the Kuga that doesn't come with a spare wheel, an additional spare wheel that at cost, obviously because it's got the battery in the floor space here, but all the other versions of the Kuga do have the option of buying a spare wheel. Obviously you've got your inflation kit there instead, but there is some space, say if you want to store some additional stuff, maybe like a tow line or anything like that. I've also got the electronic tow bar on this car, which say just works here by pushing this button twice. And then again, just to put it away, you push the button again. As you can see, it's well and truly hidden underneath the back bumper. On the new Kuga, the back seats actually slide. So it allows you to give you more passenger leg room, or say if you want more load space in the boot, then obviously you can slide the seats forward, and say you just go underneath the seat and your lever's here and you pull it forward. Hope you can see the difference there. Obviously do the same the other side, and then obviously you can slide it back, and then obviously you've got this lever that folds your seats down, and also that lever can help recline the seat. Also in the back you've got an armrest, which just obviously pulls down with your 2 cup holders, and obviously just slides back up. And then also you've got 2 chargers down in the bottom here, and your vents. So to change the position of the steering wheel in the new Kuga, normally it's underneath the steering wheel, but in this new Kuga it's actually to the side of the steering wheel column, which is just here. You just push the lever down and then you can pull the steering wheel up, closer to you, or say down or up, or back towards the actual car. And then once it's in position, then you just pull the lever back up and to lock it in position how you want it. In the new Kuga you actually have a dual side heating, so if your passenger wants it hotter or colder than you, the driver, you can do that, but you can also control both units with just the driver side. When you change that, both sides change, but if you change the passenger side, then only that side changes, and then it will stay like that until you turn the engine off, and then restart the engine, and it will go back to controlling both. You also have like an auto climate here, and so you can have settings from 3 down to 1, obviously 3 being the most extreme and 1 just being the calmest setting. And you also have a max button which turns your rear and front windscreen heaters on both, and it actually turns it off once the windows are clear. And then you also have the option to turn on just the separate individual areas that you maybe want to heat. Let's say the windscreen, the top half of the car, or the bottom half of it, say your feet area. And then obviously you've got your usual circulating air and air conditioning. Also down in here, so you've got your wireless charger that you can just stick your phone in. No need to plug any wires in, and so it just charges straight away. And then also you've got your 2 USB sockets there that you can plug your cables in, and then obviously your 12-volt cigarette lighter. So obviously you can see this is the manual. Obviously there's a slightly different setup in the automatic, but say you've got you've got a little space to store your keys. And also you say this is your electronic handbrake, and this is your auto hold. So like when you pull up at the traffic lights, and rather than keeping your foot on the brake, it just holds it for you automatically. And then when you want to drive off, you just put your foot on the acceleration pedal and you drive away. No need to press any buttons. It comes in really handy, and obviously gives your foot a rest from having to hold it on the brake. Obviously you've got a slidey cover for the cup holders. Obviously these both move out the way, so you can move them to any position you want and stuff like that. And obviously you can just slide back up. And when at night, when the lights are on, and obviously this all illuminates as well in like a blue light. So also in the new Kuga, obviously if you've got the electronic folding mirrors, which I think comes with most models apart from the Z-Tech, obviously once inside, you've got the option of pushing this button here, and that folds your mirrors in if you're inside the car, and then obviously you can refold them out. Say if you're going through width restrictions, or say a tight lane where a car's got to pass, that comes in quite handy. Also you've got the electronic child lock on the new Kuga, rather than having to go to the actual back doors and flick a switch. It's a lot easier. So if you've got passengers that don't need child lock, then say obviously you can disable it and engage anytime, which makes it a lot easier. And also it locks the windows, so the back passengers can't fiddle with the windows as well. So in my range I've got the driver's tech pack, and so I've got the front and reversing cameras. Obviously if you stick it to reverse, you get your reverse camera, and you can actually wash your cameras when you wash your back windscreen. So if you just watch, so that's washing the camera. And then for the front camera as well, so you just push this button here to get your front camera up, and that shows your front camera, and then this is washing your front camera as well. So that keeps your cameras clean, so if it's been raining or dirty, and say slightly blurry on your cameras sometimes, then say just wash them, and it gives you a nice perfect clean view. So from the outside, this is your camera, and this is your jet washer to clean your camera with, and this is your camera for your front, and then the slightly tiny little jet washer down there in front of the camera.